So let's talk about something really significant. This has to do with the business side of baseball as our bonus podcast continues. This involves Rob Manfred, the commissioner, and what he's been forced into. And I'll just give you the brief background. Major League Baseball's local TV contracts, the Padres contract, the Dodgers contract, the Angels contract, for example, are all negotiated with independent companies. And regional sports networks popped up in which they got the rights to the Padres and they put the games on. At one point, it was Cox Cable Channel 4. Then it became uh, Fox Sports, and Fox sold their regional networks to Bally Sports. Bally Sports is in huge financial trouble because so many people have canceled their cable contracts. Bally Sports just missed a $140 million interest payment on loans that they had stockpiled since they took over in place of what was then Sinclair's Diamond concept. Baseball is alarmed because none of the clubs, there's 16 total baseball teams that have regional sports network deals with Bally. None of those clubs have gotten their rights fee money. The rights fee money in San Diego is $50 million a year. That's what Bally pays the Padres to telecast all those games. The Angel number is $125 million. Now, the Dodgers have a very different TV contract. They're under Sportsnet with a whole different company, so they're not in danger. But there are 16 major league companies. Baseball has indicated they're taking control of the regional casts, and they will produce them, they will televise them, they will execute them. You won't notice a difference on the Padres. You will still get the very popular Don Orsillo and Mark MudCat Grant in the pregame show and the postgame show and all that. But the big issue is the Padres, like all these other teams that have these regional contracts, are not going to get the $50 million rights fee that they're due this year. Baseball doesn't know how much economically each club is going to wind up getting. We've yet to learn who's going to foot the financial bill for MLB to take on these telecasts. So there's a lot of stuff going on over the next 6 weeks. It's going to be sorted out. One thing baseball did do is they hired the former CEO of Bally Sports, and he's come to work under the commissioner's office flag. So he will try to put this thing together. But this is a huge financial piece of the amount of revenue that the Padres, like these other 16 clubs, get as part of their regional sports contract. So I'm kind of alarmed. I'm kind of concerned about that revenue stream for this team.
Well, this is a time of transition, right? I think the NFL and the NBA are all going through this, where the old school cable TV is people are cutting the cord and they're going to all these streaming options. And just for me as a Padre fan, we cut the cord about 3 months ago, and it's a little rocky at first, but we get YouTube TV. We can see a lot of things, but we still can't see the Padres on YouTube TV. My plan was to subscribe to the Direct TV package, which can sit on your internet connection, just like Netflix would, and then you could get the Bally's through the Direct TV. But it's always been like this hit and miss thing every year going into the start of the season.
It's different.
It's everyone's wondering how are we going to do this? So imagine, meanwhile, cable television monthly subscription fees are going through the roof. People are cutting the cord. Yeah. The revenue for these guys are going down. So Major League Baseball has to adapt their business model to fit the reality of the year 2023. The NFL's, they're streaming on Amazon, right? They're streaming in a lot of other places. The NBA has been very progressive on this. Baseball needs to catch up.
I think what you're going to find sometime in the next 6 weeks during the Cactus League and the Grapefruit Circuit, they will announce that each market that had a regional sports network is going to be able to get access to that games through MLB TV. You'll subscribe that way, and there'll be a direct Padre channel. There'll be an Oriole channel, a Pirate channel, etc. This is just not baseball because Bally had 42 different contracts, NBA and NHL, in addition to Major League Baseball. So something to pay attention to as it relates to how am I going to get to see my games with MLB taking this thing over. And this is like a bolt of lightning that nobody expected this to happen. And all of a sudden, Bally is about to file for bankruptcy. So I'm not quite sure Bally is going to protect all of its clientele or the ballet is going to just walk away from it. But we'll keep tabs on that.
Well, MLB, they black out the local games.
I think they're going to get rid of the blackout.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Okay, on we